54%. This is the magical figure that will allow Tesla much sooner than everybody thinks to start selling its electric Tesla plane. In this video, we're going to see how the Tesla VTOL will disrupt incumbent airplanes. Hi, this is Al, and welcome to the best moment in history. On August 2nd, 2006, Elon Musk told the world what he was going to do with Tesla. Build a sports car. The Roadster, accomplished. Use that money to build an affordable car. The Model S, accomplished. Use that money to build an even more affordable car. The Model 3, accomplished. While doing above, also provide zero-emission electric power generation options. Solar City, accomplished. On July the 20th, 2016, 10 years after the first master plan, he wrote the second master plan Part D, in which he became even more ambitious with these four objectives. Create stunning solar roofs with seamlessly integrated battery. The solar roof plus Powerwall, accomplished. Expand the electric vehicle product line to address all major segments. In process with the Model Y and the already unveiled Cybertruck, Semi, Roadster, and the future Model 2, and maybe, who knows, Tesla minivan, Tesla bus, etc. Develop a self-driving capability that is 10 times faster than manual via massive fleet learning. In process, in the latest vehicle safety report, we can see that cars with autopilot are 9.58 times safer than the average American car. Enable your car to make money for you when you aren't using it. After the latest release of FSD Beta and seeing how well it handles doing right, left turns, roundabouts, and the pace in which it improves, it is clear that the Tesla Robotaxi network is coming really soon. As we can see, this second plan is very close to being achieved. And what I'm sure is that neither Elon Musk nor Tesla will stand still when they achieve it. And they will surely make a Plan 3, which I speculate will include expand electric mobility to all means of rail, sea, and air transport. Actually, I'm not really speculating, because Elon Musk himself said this during Battery Day.
Over time, we'll see all modes of transport, with the ironic exception of rockets, transition to sustainability, or to electric, basically.
And among all the products that could come out of this Plan 3, there is one that Elon Musk has had on his mind for years.
Thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
In fact, his obsession with airplanes is such that in his last interview with the comedian Joe Rogan, he said this about his son's name.
I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash. Yeah. And then A12 is my contribution.
Oh, why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71. Coolest plane ever.
In other words, you don't have to be a genius to see that if Elon has been thinking about this plane for years, of which he has even a design in mind, and his son has the initials of an airplane in his name, it is very clear that the Cyberjet will be in this Master Plan 3. In addition to this, aviation constitutes 12% of coal-based transport. And if you think about it, the user experience of flying nowadays has only worsened over time. It is disastrous. We have to lose a lot of time from when we leave our house until when the plane takes off. Why? Because the airports are far away from the city centers and they need large spaces for their runways. Once we arrive to the airport, delays are really common. And when we get inside the plane, it doesn't get any better. We are canned without the TV screens, no internet connections, nor entertainment. Once we land, the nightmare is over. No, not yet, because they've lost our backs. This industry is waiting to be disrupted. Airbus and Boeing, that formed the air oligopoly, are companies with a market cap before the health crisis of about $300 billion and sold more than 1,000 aircrafts in 2019. And how will Tesla's Cyberjet will dethrone these companies? Get ready, because you're going to freak out. But please first become one of the first subscribers. In the Spanish version, there are already thousands of them. Elon Musk has claimed that his future aircraft will be a VTOL, supersonic electric plane. VTOL are the initials for vertical takeoff and landing. This is great because you can take off and land almost anywhere you want, so you won't have to lose your precious time going back and forth from distant airports. This new aircraft needs a lot of energy for the vertical takeoff, but once up, since it will fly at much higher altitude than current commercial aircraft, because the density of the air is much lower, it will be able to go much faster with the same energy. Therefore, it will be supersonic. And it has another advantage, that is that these fans, of the renders of this fan that you see, when it descends, would do something similar to what the regenerative braking of your Tesla car does. And that is that it rotates in the opposite directions and recharges the batteries. Therefore, it will take advantage of the potential energy to charge the batteries. Unfortunately, I'm not an aeronautic engineer, so if you see that I have made any mistake, please write it in the comments so we can learn everyone. With this regenerative charging of the batteries, the Tesla V won't need large energy reserves because in its vertical landing, it will recover a large part of the energy. This engineering marvel will allow us to go where we want in a faster and more effective way, and I'm sure that the interior will be so sexy like everything Tesla does. However, everything is not perfect. Elon, explain it.
To have a compelling aircraft, you only really need about 400 watt-hours per kilogram.
So, Tesla needs an energy density of 400 watt-hour per kilogram, and last year they had around 260 watt-hour per kilogram. But in the year 2020, in the September month, in the day 22nd, around 3 p.m., in 901 Page Avenue, Fremont, California, Tesla announced that they already have the technology to achieve a 54% increase in battery energy density. Then, the math is very clear. 260 watt-hour per kilogram times 1.54 equals more than 400 watt-hour kilogram. In fact, Elon Musk said this.
There are batteries in limited production right now that do exceed 400 watt-hours per kilogram, which I think is about the number you need for decent range, medium range aircraft. And I think our batteries will, over time, start to approach the 400 watt-hours per kilogram range as well. So
with this new 4680 cell, Tesla is capable of doing a VTOL now. Of course, all the battery breakthroughs that we saw in Battery Day, it will take some time to polish them. But Tesla V is coming soon. Really soon. But Tesla has never ever made a plane. Why will it be a success? Because there is no person in this galaxy more capable than Elon Musk to carry out this project. Because I have to remember that Musk is not only the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, but also the CTO of SpaceX. In other words, in a company that gathers the best engineers in the world, he is the chief engineer. His vast knowledge will allow him to combine Tesla batteries, powertrains, and cabs with SpaceX aerodynamic mechanisms, especially for takeoff and landing. A rocket produces a gargantuan amount of propulsion, and so much power is stabilized by a gimbal system to achieve the planned trajectory, like the gadgets that photographers carry so that their cameras are always horizontal, but instead of avoiding a few small movements of a person, they do it with those of a rocket flying at up to 70,600 miles per hour. In the future Tesla Cyberjet, these stabilizers will serve for, once reached the necessary altitude, to move the fans from a coplanar position to a perpendicular one from the Tesla V to propel the aircraft supersonically. And in this Tesla plane, we will see how Tesla and SpaceX synergies converge, as it has done so much, especially lately. The Great Cybertruck has as its chassis an exoskeleton that is made with ultra-hard cold-rolled 30X stainless steel that is exactly the same steel that SpaceX uses in its Starship that in a few years will take you to Mars. The second example is the Tesla Roadster's Founders Edition that has rocket thrusters with compressed air, and as if it was a James Bond car, the license plate disappears so that these rocket thrusters appear and achieve an accelerations from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.0 seconds. And the same thrusters that placed under the supercar will make it fly. It is amazing. Do you really think that Tesla will unveil its Tesla V shortly? Remember that you live in the best moment in history. Enjoy! If you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, share it with the whole universe, and please, I want to make interesting videos for you, but I need to know what interests you. Leave a comment, I read them all. I'm working very hard to make possible the best content for you, but it takes time. Consider supporting the show in Patreon, the best moment in history, so I can stop living under the river and focus creating content for you. There's a link in the description. Anyway, you have to know that the best support for me is what you're doing right now, being here watching my videos. So, thank you so much from the heart.